Hi, I am Rebecca and this is my knitting vlog that I do daily where I talk about knitting and yarn, and it's also a freak show where I attempt to stick my entire foot into my mouth. We got really far yesterday, so I'm really excited about the progress that I have made and whether or not I will be able to actually just do the whole thing today. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I actually did write notes today, but they're only colorway names. So at least I have that going for me. Normally I don't even put in that much effort. Okay, so knitting, yay, right? Oh my God, I love knitting. I didn't get a chance to knit yesterday very much. I had to take my daughter dress shopping for her homecoming, and that was super fun. Really enjoyed that, really enjoyed it. Dress, shoes, makeup, jewelry, the whole deal. We had to go buy all of that, and I really enjoyed buying all of that. It was much more fun than buying yarn, 100% every day. Okay, that was my whole day yesterday. My son's friend is not coming over today, so that's great. I get more time to knit, but I still have to go grocery shopping and do really unfun adult things that I don't want to do at all. Oh yeah, I'm coming to you from Washington State, where it is going to be 83 degrees today. October 15th. In the year of our Lord 2022, it is going to be 83 degrees here. It is a myth that Washington State is cold and rainy. That's not true. Don't let anybody tell you that. It is not real. It has not rained here in approximately 5 years or more. It's 83 degrees today, guys. This is awful. I want to start wearing my knits, and I see everybody else on social media wearing their knits, and I'm like, yay, hand knits, I'm going to do it this year. And I haven't had the chance yet to actually do that. So cross your fingers, maybe it'll happen. And we don't even have air conditioning in our house, right? Because no one here does. And so I can't even like hike up my air conditioning like a ton and then wear my knits around the house and pretend it's fall. No, I can't even do that. Like, I am stuck in this heat wave. Please send help. It is awful. I'm hopeful that it will go back down, but my birthday weekend is coming up and it's gonna be cold and rainy by the time my birthday comes around, and I'm pretty sad about it. Speaking of my birthday, I'm still trying to decide what I want to do. Right now, the plan is for my boyfriend and I to go away for the weekend and go somewhere. What are we gonna do and where are we gonna go? I don't know. Do you have suggestions? Do you live anywhere within a 30 to 50 mile radius of the Bremerton, Seattle area and have a great cheap idea? Because I don't have anything right now. I kind of want to, I'm kind of leaning towards like just doing a Goodwill birthday where we like go to the Goodwill and pick out each other's outfits and then pick out new names and then wear them out in public and go out to dinner in our new clothes and our new names and go to a hotel and pretend we're fancy and hang out in a hotel and watch movies and stuff. I don't know. Knitting. See, all of that interferes with knitting. That sucks. So does making a video vlog. I could be knitting on my Stephen West project right now, but I'm not. I'm talking to you guys instead. And it's awful. Actually, I used to knit so much, like so much, that when I first discovered knitting podcasts, Grocery Girls was the first one I ever found. And I was like, how do they take so much time out of their day to make a video talking about knitting when they could be knitting instead? Like, it really just blew my mind that somebody would actually do that, because that's how addicted I am and was. So yeah, this is really cutting into my knitting time, guys. You guys are really killing my vibe, but it's fine. I'm not mad. Anyway, I was talking about something, the weather, my birthday. I was talking about my birthday on the 29th. I'm very excited. I haven't figured out what I want to do. I don't want to spend a lot of money because I'd rather just have yarn if that's going to be the case. Like, my boyfriend was saying, like, oh, I found this really cool place, but it was $700. $700. Do you know how much yarn that is? If you're going to spend $700 on me on my birthday, you better buy me yarn. I'm just saying, 100%. Or if you were going to spend that much on my birthday, you could have sent me to Rhinebeck instead. Okay? Like, no. By the way, Rhinebeck FOMO, right, guys? I know that, like, nobody who went to Rhinebeck is watching this because they're obviously petting sheep and buying yarn, but what a bummer, right? And I can't even go out and wear a sweater and pretend it's fall and like get a donut and like walk around. Maybe I will. I gotta go out today. My birthday, right? I don't have that thing where people are like, yeah, let's not talk about the thing we're distracted by. That doesn't exist for me. I just, yeah, okay. I should feel bad for my therapist. birthday. So I don't know what I want to do for my birthday. I don't know. I don't really want to do a whole lot. Maybe I'll go to Chehalis and stay there and then like go to the yarn store. That'd be fun. Or we could get Goodwill outfits and go hang out around town and act like we're tourists. Fun, right? Okay. Anyway, that's my life. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Knitting. So last year for Advent, I was actually gifted an Advent from Andy the Knittress and her husband, who is here in Color Dye Works. They're out in Oregon. And they gifted me an Advent, just a little Advent, and it was so cute and so fun because what I had done was I had gone on Instagram on my stories and I was like, why isn't there a Joe Dirt Advent? There's so much material. There's so much content. It's one of my favorite movies. Why has nobody ever done that? That's a free idea. It hasn't been done yet. Somebody do a Joe Dirt Christmas, a very dirty Christmas, a Joe Dirt Christmas. There's like so many things you could do there. And it's such a quotable movie. You could do anything. And I said this on Instagram, like, why are you not doing this? I don't dye because I have the color sense of a toad. I don't know what toads see, but it's probably not much, okay? My color sense is awful. And you can tell that from my videos. We all know, okay? Why did somebody not take that idea and do it this year? Have you seen a single Joe Dirt Advent? Let me know. I will buy it. In fact, my boyfriend said to me, do you want an Advent for your birthday? I don't know. He actually bought me an Advent for my birthday and I think he forgot. Cause like last June, I had messaged him with the dandelions and daisies thing and I wanted it so bad. And I was like, please buy this for me for my birthday before this sells out. And he was like, okay. And then he did. And now I feel like, did he forget? I think he forgot. Don't tell him because I still want more stuff. So, yeah, I was like, make a Joe Dirt Advent, somebody. No one did. And that's why I don't make one myself, is because I don't know how to dye. And if I did, it would be a disaster. I've dyed things before and it was terrible. Okay. It's not like I haven't tried. No, they're like, anybody could dye. Well, okay, yeah, anybody can dye. Anybody can dye anything. It's just, it looks like crap. Kind of like, you know, it's misleading when people say that. And it reminds me of like, you know, that cleaner Simple Green, and they're like, oh, it's got a fresh scent. Yeah, well, you know what is fresh? Mold. Mold has a fresh scent too, and that's what that smells like. We're gonna ignore that. Okay, so anyway, Advent socks. So here in Colors Dye Works and Andy the Knittress sent me a little Advent, and it was a 10 gram minis because they had just taken a skein and like wound it up in these 10 gram minis. And they actually did a fantastic job at measuring. I was impressed. And they named them all Joe Dirt colors. And I was so excited. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. And oh, my notes are over there. Hold on. Enjoy my wall. Oh, not my butt crack. Okay, cool. So did you guys see my butt crack? I'm not going to edit this back, so I won't know. But if you did, I apologize. So anyway, they sent me this Advent and I opened these up every single day. And I made socks. I knit them 2 at a time and I just knit every day as much as I could. And they actually ended up being like almost exactly, I forget how many rows it was. I'm not going to sit here and count, but I think it was like 15 or 20 rows each. But I did write down colorway names. I can't read it either. So let's just go through this. I actually cast these on because I wasn't thinking really. I cast these on with the yarn from Pretty Twisted Yarns. Is it Pretty Twisted Yarns or Pretty Twisted Dye Works? Oh my god. But this is her Christmas colorway she did last year called Shitters Full from the one movie, National Lampoon or something. But I cast on the cuffs because I was like, oh, I want to make socks out of this and I want to be ready to go, which doesn't make any sense because I could have just done the cuffs with day one and then I'd have little shorter socks. But I didn't do that because I don't make good choices. Okay, I was probably drunk and my choices on alcohol are even worse. So here we have Shitters Full from National Lampoon. Okay, not part of it at all. Moving on. This colorway is called Life's a Garden, Dig It. And I love that. Like, see how easy this is? See how easy this is. Dyers, get it together. Life's a Garden, Dig It. How cool is that? You guys, these names are really funny. And if you haven't seen the movie, I apologize. I'm going to bust up laughing because I think this is the funniest movie in the whole world. Okay. This one. His nuts are frozen to the porch. Perfect. Perfection. I want a sweater quantity of his nuts are frozen to the porch. It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, here we go. I can't read this. Oh, the blue. Joe Meteorite. The peanut's a dead giveaway. Joe Meteorite. Perfect. This is perfect. Okay, I'm sorry. I love these. Okay. Then we have Xander Kelly. Perfection. Perfection. They didn't miss any of these. Hemi. This is Old Shitter Tank. Guys, I want a sweater out of this too. I want a sweater out of these just so I can tell people the names of the yarn when they say, I like your sweater. I'll be like, thanks, the yarn's called Old Shitter Tank. I would love that. 100%. You guys should all message Andy the Knittress and tell her that you want these in like full skeins because it's amazing. This one is Crocophile. Have you ever seen anything more perfect? Crocophile. Love. Love. And then we have, I have to read my own handwriting. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what that is called. You like them spinners? Did I get that right? I don't remember. Now I feel dumb. But I'm sure it's perfect. It's perfect. Toes. Perfection. Perfection. This is amazing. I'm your sister. I'm your sister. Why? Why is this not a full-on colorway? Because you like them spinners. I'm your sister. I'm your sister. Please make this a colorway. Please make this a collection, Andy. And then, so I finished my socks. Now that I have gone on and on about them. I have finished the socks and you're probably like, Rebecca, where's the heel? It's not there, okay? For pointing that out. Because the last day is Whataburger and French fries. Because first of all, that is funny. Second of all, I want to put it in as my heel, okay? Because I didn't know how long my sock was going to be, okay? So I need to put it in on my heel. I talked about this on my podcast the last time I made one, and everybody said do the Kirby Werby heel cut in thing. I'm scared. I haven't even looked at it. I haven't even looked at it. I'm scared. Okay, somebody come do it for me. Just cut in the heel for me, and I will knit it, okay? But I cannot cut it. I am terrified. I haven't looked at it. I haven't measured it. I haven't done anything because I don't want it. These are so precious to me that I don't want to mess them up. Okay, you don't understand. This is not yarn I can get again. This is not yarn anybody else has. I can't get on Ravelry and ask somebody for their scraps. This is it. I get one shot. Advent socks. And the reason I'm sharing these is because I think that 10-gram Advents exist. I'm pretty sure. I think they're a lot cheaper and I think they're a lot more affordable option for a lot of people. And I think that a lot of people have 10-gram minis that they can swap with their friend. And if you can dig up 10 to swap with a friend, you can also make a pair of socks that you can have massive anxiety over when it comes to the heel. And who doesn't like anxiety? You know, I was working on my Stephen West mystery shawl the other day, and I was trying to figure out a workaround for the Clue 3 or Clue 2 second section. And I got 10 exercise minutes on my Fitbit because I was so stressed out about it. That is a fact. And then yesterday, my boyfriend came in my room and startled me, and I got a whole exercise minute. So if you have a lot of anxiety, get a Fitbit, and it'll make you feel really good about your cardiac health, because you'll be like, dang, I got 10 minutes just knitting yesterday. Kirby Werby, I know. I know. People told me. But that's kind of like telling me that the answers to my knitting are on the movie Friday the 13th. And if I just watch it, that creepy knife guy has the answer. I'm not watching it. Okay, I'm not. I can't. Not, it's scary. Okay, it's scary. I can't even consider it. Somebody come do this for me. And you have to be a good knitter who has done it before, because I won't just trust anybody. Am I paying you? No, you get my company. I will hang out with you while you do it, and that is priceless. I am. This is going well. How are you? Good? Cool. Doing great. Okay, Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. I took my daughter out and I really wanted to knit this, and I was so like, I wanted to get as much done, and we were in the dressing room, and the dressing room was like super crowded and super loud outside because there were so many families trying on these formal dresses, and she didn't want to come out to the main area to show me the dress because there were so many people there. And she's like, please don't make me do that. And I'm like, that's fine. I'll sit in the hallway. And so there was like this little notch in the hallway floor. And I just sat there, and I just sat and knitted on the floor in the dressing room hallway, waiting for my daughter to try on her dresses while people walked past me and everything. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm never going to see these people again. They don't know me. It doesn't actually matter. There's no laws against knitting on the floor in the dressing room hallway. If that's what you feel like doing. Is it dirty? Yes. I've done worse things. And I didn't even get knitting out of them. Okay. I have been in worse places doing dirtier things. Anyway, you know, my mom hasn't commented on these in a long time. I don't think she watches anymore, so that's good. Sorry, Mom. So, Stephen West Mystery Knit Along. I am on clue 1. No, I'm not. I'm discombobulated now because I said all that about that. All right. Clue 1, here we go. I should have said spoilers, but if you haven't seen Clue 1 by now, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I don't really even apologize. You knew what was coming here. Clue 1, love. Make sure I don't show you the wrong thing. Clue 2, sorry, section 1. Okay, look, from here on out, there's going to be spoilers. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. Section 2, I'm kind of hung up on what I just said about the dressing room floor here. I love this. I love the way it's coming out. This is amazing. Best ever. This was a lot of knitting and a lot of work, and it's done. You've already seen it before. Okay, I finished the section 3 yesterday with the stripes and everything. It looks exactly like this. If you haven't seen it, now you know. And I'm moving on to the 3rd section, which is just the color, or the contrast color. Okay, I'm going to talk about it in detail. If you haven't got that far, now's the time to probably turn it off, because I'm going to show you where I'm at too. I'm on the 6th row. So if that bothers you, I apologize in advance. Here we go. It is cables, and my cables are not showing up well because I barely started them. I love this. I love it. I absolutely love this. I think this is the best thing ever. I'm so excited about this section because it's so easy, and it's just enough that I actually have to think a little bit, but not really. There's a lot of just intuitive knitting. In fact, I found the entire thing intuitive. The pickup stitches were awful. That was the worst thing I've ever had to do in my entire life, except the stuff that, you know, on dressing room floors, obviously, and other places. Worst thing I've ever had to do in my entire life was this pickup. It was so bad. I had to like put in stitch markers, and I had to keep ripping out and keep ripping out and keep ripping out, but I did it. Cables are easy. I am not proficient at cables. I wouldn't say that I'm like super great at them, but I know how to do them and how they kind of work. I can cable without a cable needle. I was really worried I was going to have to use one. I might in the future. I haven't looked, obviously, but these are just crossing over 4x4, and so if you can cable without a needle, you can do this. It's a little sketch. Sometimes I'm a little worried, but I haven't dropped anything yet. It has all worked out. I'm so stoked. I'm so excited about this section. I was so worried because I had no idea what I was getting into, except I knew there were going to be cables. And I had a couple people be like, yeah, I'm not doing that. It's awful. And I'm like, well, this is going to be so bad. I was so nervous, but it's actually amazing. I'm very excited about it. I think this is going to be so cool. I think it's going to be so cool. Oh, wrong side. I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait. So I don't know what y'all are on about, but I think this is super fun. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it right there because I feel like, did I get more of my foot in my mouth than yesterday? You have to let me know what you think, I guess, because once I'm going to submit this to Guinness, obviously, eventually, when I get there. So let me know if that happened. Don't let me know. Just don't. Don't even comment. Just let's pretend this never happened. Okay? Sorry, Mom. All right, I'm going to go. Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow.